Hope you had another fabulous day today. I wanted to read this story to you, and I know a lot of the friends in my class have seen this before, and maybe some of you have too, but I think it's a really good book to reread and remember how important it is to be a bucket filler. This book is called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And there's a number of books around the same theme written by Carol McLeod. And I would really encourage you to read this book to your children. I think it's a great concept, and we use this a lot in our classroom. So go ahead and take a listen to this story called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. All the people of the world. It's invisible. It's there, but you can't see it. Even you have a bucket, and I have a bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. I wonder what we do with this bucket. You have a bucket, and everybody in your family has a bucket. Your grandpas, your friends, your neighbors all have buckets. Everyone is carrying an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold all your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. So we all have a bucket, and that bucket's job is to hold all the good feelings we have about ourselves. You feel really happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket's empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their bucket is full, and they're really sad when their bucket is empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. Other people can fill your bucket, and you can fill their buckets too. You can fill your own bucket too. So, how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. So when you're being kind to someone, you're filling up their bucket. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says and does nice things to make others feel special. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you fill their bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some of those good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's bucket dipping. Bullying is a way to be bucket dipping. When you hurt others, you dip into their bucket, and guess what? You're also dipping into your own bucket. So when you're unkind to someone, you're actually taking those good feelings away from them. You're dipping right into their bucket and taking them out. But it also affects your bucket as well. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They may think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you're dipping into someone else's. So if you are unkind to someone and you're dipping into their bucket, your bucket's not getting any more full. But guess what? When you fill someone else's bucket, you're filling your own too. You feel good when you help others to feel good. You ever tried that? Said something kind to someone or shared with someone? It makes you feel so good inside. You're filling up their bucket, they're feeling good, and then you feel good. That's the way you make your bucket full, by helping others to fill their bucket, by being kind and saying good words and doing good actions and things. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their bucket with joy. That's something you could do, to fill somebody's bucket and fill your own. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you're kind and someone smiles at you, you can be pretty sure that you just filled up their bucket and they're feeling good. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or what you can do to be a bucket filler. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hello to a bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. Remember, everybody has a bucket. You could write a thank you note to your teacher or draw them a picture. You could tell your grandpa that you like spending time with him. There are a lot of ways to fill somebody's bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter if you're young or if you are old. It doesn't cost any money, and it doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood a better place for all. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start out each day by saying to yourself, I'm gonna do something today to fill somebody's bucket. And at the end of the day, you can ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that is you.